Hi, good afternoon. I am Noonie from New Mexico, sand artist. I've done many art before, but I was recording over on Facebook and going live there, so I figured I'll just try it here. I've never done YouTube before, but it took me a while to figure it out because I don't understand computers and I'm no savvy with them. So, how you guys doing? I'm from Farmington. I am full Navajo from the Navajo Nation. And I'm over here by Four Corners, New Mexico, and that's a little place where Arizona and New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah meet. The only place in the Four Corners is the United States right there. Anyways, I do sand art, and I'm mixing my glue right now. And yesterday I started this on Facebook, but I figured I'll try to finish it here. This lady ordered, and everything I do is on sand and on board. So all my colors are in sand in different various colors, little tiny containers I got all over, spread all over my table here. And I draw. So this is white, and the lady that ordered this one, she said she wanted something to look like the Northern Light, and with a moose and a prayer bear. Prayer bear is very special, Prayer bear is something that reminds you of who you are from inside. It's not something you can be healed by. It's just something that reminds you of who you are. So right now we're gonna get started and start drawing on this, and come with an art line with me. Let me turn you down a little bit. Can you guys see? So right now we just get a rag and clean off our brush so we can work with it. You don't want to have glue in your handle, so just kind of clean it off. I'm going to start with the big brush. I got two different size brushes that I use. So one is big and one is small. And, big and small camel hair brushes. So you just adjusting the way you want. And right now today I'm going to be working on this bear. I did the moose yesterday. I was trying to figure out if I should make this a cloud or a mountainside. But it'll come up. So let's just work on the bear now. Okay. Might get a little quiet, but it's just the way I draw. If I was on Facebook, I would be answering questions as I draw, be looking up, but gotta move on, try something different. I've never really recorded myself working personally. Everything I did was just behind closed doors, and people that order, I just finish it and send it off. So some people out there in the world didn't think I was real, so I didn't know how to prove to them that I was real. So I went live on Facebook one day. I'm not a really live person kind of guy, but if you saw me and met me in person, I will talk to you. I am very talkative. And trust me, I will talk. But anyways, I do miss powwows. Sure do. This is called a prayer bear. I don't know if people have a different meaning, but I call it a prayer bear, which it is. I make them into two different kinds. Courage and strength. This young lady here, she wants a little different colors on him, kind of like cool colors, I guess. So I'm gonna see if I can make a little bit of nice orange, sunset orange. Sprinkle it back on there. Make sure I get everything. Give it a good press and go back over it again. You can still see the shininess on there because you can move to other people's paper. I had two pressing papers, what I call them. People call them typing papers, but I call them pressing papers. Why? Because I ain't typing. So I called it Preston paper. Now, got the bear down, so I'm going to make this mountain, or to his chin, a little more. I don't know why I did that, but just add a little more color, make it a little brighter. Moose kind of comes out, but I'm not trying. I got to get rid of that word trying. It just kind of rolls out. You know, natives have these little ways of saying things, and it comes out, and you get a snicker out of them, but you know, it's just the way we talk, I guess. I've been doing this for a while. My parents used to do it, and my grandma used to do it. So I just kind of, they didn't really like teach me, you know, like most people teach. I've watched and learned. And if I did learn from them by teaching, if they would have taught me, I would have been drawing traditionals. But I don't do traditional because it's pretty sacred. I didn't know that at the time when my mom and dad were doing it. You know, I didn't know it was traditional. I just knew it was making income, you know. We were having income. So I'm going to put another coat on this bear right here. It was money, you know, bought the food, put food in her stomach, clothes in her back. But later, as years went by, my mom never changed her style, never did anything to make it different. It was the same old style since I was a young kid. It came to the point where I was helping them, just doing traditional stuff, you know, making the colors of one solid color, and then, you know, no zip in it to me. To them it was money. To me it was, I wanted something different. So I kind of moved out when I got old enough, and then when I got my working world, you know, did everything I could do out there. What most teenagers do after high school. I couldn't get into service due to my past medical deals that they came up with. So I just moved on, just being everybody else but myself. Grew up doing everything else that everybody did. Not what I wanted, what everybody was doing. Because I wanted to be what they wanted to be, what they are. All that time I was doing it, I never really stopped and asked myself, what does Noonie want? What do I want? I just wanted to be everybody. Took some time. You know, I'm 51 years old right now, so everything's coming pretty patiently now. Okay, I went over that, so I can still see a little shininess, so I know the glue is still kind of soaking up there, so I go over it with sand, so I get every little bit of it. Notice I hit the white here, dang it. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it's okay. Oh. See, I'm going to make the bear there. Let that dry a little bit right now. I want to make a little dream catcher right here, maybe about like right here. So let's make a little dream catcher. Not very hard to make a dream catcher, you know, you just kind of borrow one of your sand containers that I got, so that's what I borrow. So yeah, I'm going to borrow the blue, so I can use the blue, but I see some particles in there, so since I'm sitting here and I don't have my apron on, you know what, I usually have an apron on, so, oh my god. Oh look, I'm sitting on my apron. But anyways, here, let me get my apron on. I crawl into my apron because I made one final knot in the back. And here's my apron. A line of falcons with a bluebird. I'm very much a falcon fan, yes. But anyways, yeah. They're not doing very good this year, but if losing the most to be a champion, we be champion. Here, this is a piece of scarf. It separates the sand from the debris that's in there. Easier to work with, so you just kind of put it in your pressing paper and clean it on through. I got more of my videos on Facebook, but I should get more on here. It's just that they said if I have more views. So if you guys like, share my video. Share my video so I can maybe get a spot and I can teach and maybe get a class here on YouTube. That'd be really great. You guys can learn how to do this. I can tell you how or teach you how. See, look at the debris. Got all this other like wood chips. I know I got a wood stove here, so that explains the wood chip. So you got clean sand. Here's the dust. I'm gonna put that back in there. But you don't need the blue. I'm not using it. What I was gonna use is this. Clean out a little bit. You don't want blue on it. Remember I said I wanted to make dream catcher? Well, here it is. You put your back down. And here's what I call a sketcher. The dentist calls it something else, but thank you very much for San Dennis here in Farmington, New Mexico. I went and got my teeth done one day, and they recognized me. Say, hey, you're that artist guy. I said, yeah. I said, oh wow. So they were so cool, and they gave me some. Well, it wasn't that day. It was like they gave me another appointment to come see him, and when I did, I went in there and they called me, and I have a name that's Johnny. That's my real government name. So right now I go by Noonie. That's another long story there. But anyway, when I walked out, the lady said, "Oh, it's you, Noonie." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like surprised because they didn't call me by Johnny. Oh, okay, they know me. And they did my teeth, and they were asking me a bunch of art questions. Just, you know, really cool that they got, you know, the attention. It was really cool. I didn't expect it. It's just talking art, you know. And the doctor there, he walks around the corner, and he goes, "Here you go, I got something for you." So, because you might want to use these. So, he gave me these. See, another one? See how much I used it up? Check it out. It nubbed it all the way down as much as I used it. It didn't kind of look like this, but he gave me a few of them. I'm kind of out of it right now, so if I can get some more, that'd be really great. But anyway, I do sell my art. Yes, I do sell them. I've sold all over the world. I mean, literally. Well, actually, there's a few places, like, you know, a few places that are restricted, so. But, you know, my favorite place selling right now is like Norway and Australia. Those are really good people. But here in the States, everybody in the East Coast are really cool. I mean, actually, like everybody is. Everybody with a good heart. You know. Right now I'm just making a circle enough to make a dream catcher. What I'm going to really do here is not going to make the whole dream catcher. I'm just going to kind of make it smudged up because I'm going to put like a little village kind of coming down here in the background. The mountain that comes all the way around this way. So everything will fall in its place after it's done. So let's just see what happens when it is. Now dream catcher, I'm going to, you know, just kind of, I don't know if I made that a little too thick of a dream catcher, Brent, but let me see. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to bring it down just a tad. I like to bring it down just a tad by sketching it because it tells me what all the other edges look like at once. If I don't, it's going to be kind of lopsided. But you know what? A dream catcher, they're always never perfect. Anybody have a perfect dream? Nobody has. You know why? Because you always wake up. If it was perfect, you end up there, and then you're with the creator, and that's a different story. But no. They're beautiful. That's all it is. But how to make them come true, that's up to you. See, I put a little circle, and then I put a little heart. That would be the centerpiece. So it's all up to you. There. And then the rest just falls into place. There. Remember, that's just sketching. All these lines will go away because this is just, you know, just like sketching on a rock outside or a sidewalk with a piece of rock, you know. So let's just get the colors in there. We're going to make a dream catcher here. So I'm going to make it kind of dark because it's going to be sitting like in the background. So it's going to be still sitting in the background. The main attraction, we're still working on it, and that's the bear. So the moose is just like, it's going to be in there, but I'm going to make a little silhouette of a moose. That's going to be really cool, like by the water or something. Maybe with a baby moose or something. I don't know, but we'll get Bullwinkle in there. Well, those of you guys don't know who Bullwinkle is, you know, he's a moose. His buddy's name is Rocky. You guys know. Maybe it's a little before your time, I don't know. Some of you guys might know. But anyway, let's make this red on the outside, and then we'll go turquoise. Let's see, the red, the turquoise, and the red, turquoise. No, it's this way. I have to picture it by looking at it, so. Everything I do is yesterday is in sand. I am Noonie. And please share. And check out my art. I'm still on Facebook. I got some recorded down live. Facebook said something about getting rid of my professional skills on there, so I'm just kind of worried about what they're talking about because I'm not very familiar with words, hard words, you know. I do know what's right and what's wrong. Uh-oh, I put too much pressure on that. Did you see that? That's okay, we'll fix that real quick. You just put a little bit of glue on it. Run the whole thing with glue because that's still wet, so the other part's still wet. There, see? Give it a light rub. There you go. Now you got this on your paper, you just clean it off. You got a floor like mine, which gets cleaned every night. It's cool. So, no, I don't have it made. I got to do it myself. I like to keep my area clean. best to keep your art section clean because you know where everything's at. You know, if it comes down to grabbing something, you know where it's at. Or if you want to send somebody, I rarely have somebody touch my table though. I love my family very, very, very much, but please, it's just something, you know, I know where everything's at. It's just it. So when something's missing, see, look, I did it again. This turquoise is really, really powdery. We had it crushed down. It was once a rock, and you get it crushed. You know, you like to put it in a grinder. First, you get it in a big old rock, and then you just kind of smash it up, make them into little bit size. And when they get to the point where you can put them in a little grinder, and you grind them up. But don't grind them up too much. I grind it up mine a little too much. It just kind of got powdery. But it's still good. It's still turquoise, so we'll go red on the other side. I love this color. This real red, real raw from a little area where I live at. Actually, where I live at, there's a lot of red, so just get a good chunk of red rock on the side of the road and take it home and crush it up. There's your red rock. I find yellow, you know, different colors. Some of you can make colors you can make yourself, you know, like adding red and black. But black is made, so that's a little secret I can't tell you. And yes, it's made on the res. You know, we do it here. So if those of you guys know what I'm talking about and how it's made, then we're good. Okay. We got a half dream catcher and a half of and now we got the dream catcher, the moose, and the bear. Just a little dry. This is how we test it. See our little, remember our dentist thing? Give it a little poke. If it's just like touching a cake, see? There's a hole in there. So this bear cake ain't done. So we just leave that alone, let it dry for some more, and let's go back to the dream catcher. Now I'm going to get this glue, get the number one back in here, get the, constantly stir your glue because it thickens up. So if you keep it motion in there, it keeps its balance. So if it keeps its balance, you're good. If not, you get one of the other. More of one, less of the other. So we're going to do the inside of the dream catcher real quick. So I'm going to start with the little heart that I got going on in here. Put some black on it. Got yourself a heart. I think my dog's trying to come in. Curtain wobbling. Then go from there. Make your little brush with a little fine tip. You know, you got to work at it a little bit. Stir your glue. Get your brush. You know, remember glob. See that glob? Put it in. Boom. Get it. Shape it. Shape it to where you want it. Move your glue though. Just make sure you have it nowhere to where you want it. To where it's just, you know, just where you have it to the peak. Sharp pencil, and then grab your and stroke. There. That's one, and that's the middle. So right now you come around here and just do the whole thing over until you go all the way back around. You know, one. Like so. Sometimes you can't be able to see your lines, but just, you know, just remember where you drew. I guess that's a good way to put it. Go all the way back around. Find your spot. So, I can't see what I did, so I'm going to have to dump it on there. Okay, see? That turned out really cool. See how it becomes a spiral? But you're not done yet. Okay, as you're getting that together, time to do your lines. When you do that, just upwards, and then go back down to you. Excuse me. Check that out. That's one. Now let's go back down the other way, the other direction. So you get here and just go counterclockwise. Always go over the next line over, but just next to it. Give it a little gap. And barely touch it. Once you go over, don't go over it again. Trust me, you don't want to go over it again because it's pretty much, you already wrote on it. So work with the one you already did. Don't try to make it, go over it again to see if you can make it right, because you're going to get all these lines everywhere again and you're going to think, dang it. And then you're going to pull out your knife and trying to shape it. It's going to be a long mess, but you know, if you can get it right, trust me, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I've done it. I've done it many times, many patients. All it is patience. Patience and beauty. Let yourself see it before it's done. Everything that I'm doing, I pictured it. Okay, we are this far, and I got the dream catcher done. And right now we're going to go take a break, and I'm going to be back with the next session to do it again. I am Noonie. I'm going to let this dry. We're going to take it out in the beautiful sun outside. We got warm weather here today. It was cold the past 2 days. So if you got any questions, you know, just kind of message me or something, or, you know, give me a holler somehow. I'm over here in New Mexico, and this is what I do. I work with sand. So if you want to see more of my videos, look on Facebook. I got some more of my videos there. I don't know how to translate here. Like I said, I'm pretty much no savvy with computers. So anyways, check out my art. Please share this. Let's go work some more. I still got plenty more to do, and here's one. And I do sell, and so if you want to order one, you know, Christmas is coming up, or a holiday, or a birthday, or whatever, you know, just give me a holler. All right, guys. It'd be nice you there. Take care. Thank you.